Hi, I'm Karen, and I'm a yarn addict, and that I am. And this is my channel where I talk about yarn. When I buy yarn, I show y'all all of that yarn, and then I crochet because I love to crochet. And when I crochet, I show that to y'all. And guess what? I've got some almost finished objects. I'm not going to put them in the whip pile because they just like a little bit. I showed this on my live, and I think I showed it to y'all last week, but I do have it finished as far as it's all crocheted. I had to add a little extra, and then I did crochet. Y'all may have seen the whole thing. I can't remember what I do, but I thought I'd show that to y'all, and I have found the material that I'm gonna be lining it with, and I hope to get that done tomorrow. Well, I gotta go. Mr. Knott is getting his new hearing aids tomorrow. Yay! Oh goodness, y'all. That man has not been able to hear it thunder. He has a hearing aid, but it's gotten so old, and he's gotten so old that he needed a new hearing aid a long time ago. Well, we ordered one a couple of weeks ago. Well, ordered one for each ear a couple of weeks ago, and they're in, and we have an appointment tomorrow to go pick them up. I am so thankful to the good Lord that we were able to get these hearing aids for him. But I've been telling y'all about the monkey that I was doing for Hazel, and here she is. She's Maisie the monkey. Hazel has seen her, and she's a finished object, except she don't have her tail. And when Hazel had her, she informed me. She picked her up like this and turned her over and was looking. She said, tail go right there on her butt. I looked at her and I said, your mama's been teaching you to say that. Oh, goodness, that little girl's a sight. She's making sentences just up and galore. She's been talking, but Hazel didn't have to talk because she just kind of grunted and pointed, and everybody kind of knew what she wanted. So she just really, really has started talking so much here in the last month because everybody can understand her now. Used to, it was kind of like I'd call her mama up and say, she's saying this, what is that? Oh, it's, but I can understand everything she says now. Almost. She still has those little sentences that's jabber, 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 and then looks at me like, and I'm like, sweetheart, I didn't get that. But this is her monkey, and I will have her tail made tonight because I got to go over there and keep her tomorrow afternoon late. So I best have, it's Maisie the monkey. We named her Maisie unless she decides to change it. But she has to have a tail because Hazel won't she want that whole day yesterday before she took her nap. She carried the monkey around with her and just loves it to death. But all she could do was say, where'd her tail go? And I kept saying, Hazel, I explained to you, Nana hasn't made the tail yet. So I started sewing it yesterday. And I wasn't paying any attention. I was just going round and round and round and round. Well, I was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So it started out, down here a little bit and just went up. I was watching her and talking, and the 13-year-old, of course, my granddaughter Raina was there, and me and her were talking. And I was just adding a stitch or so every couple of rounds, I imagine, because it had got a lot wider. I started going, wait a minute, we're not talking about it's not that wide, but it got wider, too wide to put on the monkey. So I told Hazel that I had to take the monkey back because if I had left her, she would have bugged her mom and daddy and sister to death that the monkey didn't have its tail. So I brought Maisie home with me, and I'm going to put, I didn't follow just completely a pattern, but I did look at a pattern that I more or less did her sort of by. That makes sense. Because I wasn't sure about her face and all like that. Because I knew all the little monkeys, you know, had the little part of their face that stuck out. And I'd never done an animal with that. Mine have just always been face and put their little eyes and mouth on, you know. But I will put her name down in the description box and a link to, she has a free pattern for her monkeys. She's got a bigger monkey and then a smaller monkey. So I'll leave the link in the description box for her. She's got a YouTube site. I'll leave it to the YouTube video, and then on that video it carries you to her website, and you can get the, you know, you can see the free pattern and all there. But Maisie the monkey is done except for a tail. So I had to go on, I glued the little white part of her ears. Y'all can see the inside her little ears, or the little creamy part. I glued them together, and the first time I glued them, I didn't put enough glue and they didn't stick here at the house. And then I glued them really good, so I thought, you know, they're going to stick. Well, time I got over to Hazel's yesterday, and she got to playing with her, she smushes her ears. Then she started picking at it, trying to pull the white out of there. So I did have to go in and sew around in the white. I just did it in the yellow. You can't hardly see it, but there is yellow sewn in it. But it's Hazel, so I thought it looked cute enough. I really liked it. And she did have it her favorite color, yellow. So Maisie is yellow. I guess Maisie's, I didn't think about that. Maize is for corn and yellow. So I guess it all worked out. But we have Maisie finished. So once I get my lining in my bag and Maisie's tail on her, those are going to be completely finished. I have some pictures I'm going to post on Facebook of Maisie and when she's in pieces. And so I'll probably post those on my community tab too, but just so everybody can kind of see Maisie and what she started as and what she is now. So, but y'all, I appreciate y'all so much watching my video. I have a Facebook group, and if you're not part of that, I really would appreciate if you have Facebook, if you'd come over and join with us on my Facebook group. You don't have to post anything, or you can post everything you make. We love looking at pictures of things everybody makes. And you can ask questions if you need to. There's always somebody there that's, you know, knows enough about. I can answer simple questions, y'all. There's a lot of crocheters and knitters on there, and everybody's always willing to help. So if you ever need to ask anything, you can. If you have bought yarn and want to show everybody what you got, you can show pictures of your yarn hauls. Just love to see anything like that, craft related in the fiber arts. And then I have Instagram and Twitter, and all of that is linked down below in the description box. So you can just go follow those links and see my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you haven't subscribed, my poor pillow over there, I don't know if you can see it all, maybe. It don't matter. If you hadn't subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate if you would. I love having as many people that want to come join with me. I love having y'all here. And then, if you like this video, if you give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And please go down below. If you're on a device that you can comment, please go down below and leave me a comment. I love reading y'all's comments. And I have gotten a little slower about answering some comments, but I do answer every comment that I see. YouTube has been making it to where some of them don't show up all the same day, but I hunt for them on my phone and on my Chromebook. So if you ever have a comment that I hadn't answered, come back and comment again and say, I've already commented, but it's been 5 days and you hadn't answered, because it takes me a couple of days at times to answer. But come back, because if I get a lot of people's comments not showing up, I'd like to get in touch with YouTube and ask them, what's going on, because I know some aren't showing up that first day or so that I put a video out. And then when I go back and check, one afternoon or one night or one morning, here pops up 2 or 3 that were 3 days old. So if that happens, please let me know where I can get in touch with YouTube and tell them. Now, it might take me, like I said, being that I'm doing the July celebration, I'm having more comments, so it's taking me a little longer to answer. But within the week, if I haven't commented or put a heart on your comment, please come back and tell me, because I do my best to answer all of your comments. Whew. I think I was trying to do this fast enough not to make a hour-long video. Oh, goodness. No, I do appreciate all of you. You're always in my prayers. And y'all know, though, what I want you to do. Please keep coming back, because I'm going to be here. And then y'all know it. I love you all.